Why is there a harbor seal walking around the office?
Oh, that's our new CEO.
Come again?
Well, apparently they didn't order through ezCater for the board meeting, and when the food didn't arrive, they kind of lost focus. Next thing you know...
We have a seal as our CEO. Did I say something wrong?
No, she just wants a mackerel. Here you go.
Bad ideas happen when there's no food for the meeting. So make sure it's on time and as ordered from more than 80,000 restaurants. How? ezCater.
Thank you. I just got promoted.
Order 24/7 on ezCater.com.
Clean, safe, local. Your home for business is the Village of Bedford Park. Over 450 businesses strong and growing with a safe, reliable Lake Michigan water supply. Visit VOBPBiz.com and bring your business home to the Village of Bedford Park.
Sarah and Vinny.
Alice at 97.3, Sarah and Vinny, Alice's morning show. We have a special guest on today's secret show, which airs at 10 o'clock at Odyssey.com. Odyssey.com/Sarah and Vinny secret show /listen. V Hale is coming on board, and that means that we're going to play trivia with her, so don't miss that coming up at about 9:50 today.
The Radio Alice Report.
What's up, everyone? This Alice Report is brought to you by Chilton Auto Body. Been in a collision? Chilton Auto Body's 12 Bay Area locations offer a safe, contact-free auto body repair experience with free pickup and delivery, virtual estimates, and curbside service. Book your appointment today at chiltonautobody.com. All right, here's what's happening. I want to begin by saying, our V,
Yes.
our midday girl,
Miss Hale, if you're nasty.
she's a single lady.
All the single ladies.
And just went back to visit her old stomping grounds. She did radio in Boston for some years. Mm-hmm. And I'm curious, I didn't see in any of her postings, she's actually she's prolific on the Instagram. I didn't see any boys that I thought might be former flames or past hookups. Do you think anything happened in that way on her trip back home? Or back to where she used to live?
I hadn't really thought about it. I'm going to my gut reaction is no.
Okay.
I know she has an ex there.
Right. That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know. But she has quite a long streak of not doing stuff. So it's certainly something we can broach that subject with her today on the Secret Show.
I'm interested. I can't wait.
Me too.
I hope she had a lot of fun, and I also wonder about COVID and crap like that when you're traveling, because she was gone and partying and hanging out, and I didn't see any pictures of Ba Pizza either, but I have to assume she loves that. That's a Boston thing,
We'll
right?
find out. Sure.
All right. Well, V, coming on the show today. Should be
all
good.
right. Very exciting.
All right. So here's what's happening. We'll begin with we're headed back to school now. Within a month, depending on where you're at, you're going to start to, see the back to school stuff and the parents going, get your stuff and get out, and hopefully normal life will begin.
Hopefully it'll happen, right?
But the question is, Americans 12 and older can get COVID-19 vaccines, but when can younger children get the vaccine?
Right.
With many schools across the United States now just weeks from reopening for the fall semester, pharmaceutical companies Pfizer and Moderna say, we're not ready.
Oh.
We're not ready, and so, no, they won't be getting the vaccines in time for school. They're safe for grown-ups, but it's not as easy as just giving a smaller dose and assuming that that's good enough for a kid. And I actually, that's kind of the way my pea brain works. I think, well, how about half dose? Come on. What's the problem?
And people really, it's weird how people don't want to take chances with their kids. I don't know what that's about.
Right. Well, that is where the pharmaceutical companies are being extra careful.
Right.
And they say that, let me see here. I want to get this right. They're looking at October or November as the soonest possibility. So we're going to be back in school, and the kids aren't going to have that in time for school. Not even close.
No.
So
don't take a chance. It's
Pfizer's vaccine study says they're enrolling almost 5,000 kids ages 5 to 11, 2 to 5, and 6 months to age 2.
Whoa.
How
How are they
parents
getting
are saying,
volunteers
yeah,
for that?
trip out.
Yeah, that's well, probably it'll be fine, but probably isn't a
Good enough
certainty.
for right. So anyway, I just thought, well, that's unfortunate because that would be hopefully the thing that allows the kids to go back to school straight through.
Right. And with
without
no interruption.
the whoops. The kid in the
Oopsie,
corner's
we've
got
had
COVID. Now everybody's got to go home for 2 weeks.
Or hopefully everyone is vaccinated, because guess who's bringing what home?
Right. And we're also seeing the masks show up again in L.A. County and a couple others in California. So that's enough of COVID for now. Tacos are good.
I love tacos. You really can't argue with the taco. I like a crunchy taco. I like a soft taco. I like a beef taco. I like
Let
a
me
pork
ask you
taco,
a question.
Fish taco,
If you're making a ground
taco.
beef taco
shrimp taco.
or
Yeah.
a chicken or even a turkey ground
Sure,
meat,
ground turkey.
how
taco.
do you season that puppy?
John has like his own little recipe of taco seasoning, which he spends a lot of time making, and it tastes exactly like the packet of Lowry's taco seasoning. I'm like, or you could just buy the stuff that tastes exactly like this. But no.
But he's worked hard on it. He's probably perfected it.
He does. He makes it until he gets this little canister of it, and then whenever we make tacos, we use the little coffee scoop that's in there and put that into the taco water.
I'm
simmer
impressed.
It up.
I personally use the packet of taco mix, and
Yeah,
I'll
I don't
get
know
it
what the
from
brand
any
is,
store.
but
I'll
it's-
use
yeah.
the one at Nob Hill, which is a Lowry's or a McCormick's, which they're
Yeah, McCormick.
actually
That's the one, right? Yeah.
the part of the story here. But I'll also get them from Whole Foods, which there's other brands. It doesn't matter to me. I just want it to be spicy and
taste
delicious.
taco-y, right?
Well,
It's got that
McCormick
certain- Yeah.
is a spice company, and they have a job opening right now.
Oh.
You'll be their director of taco relations if you're chosen. They say there's no prior experience necessary. You need to be 21 and have a deep love of tacos. I guess that's because you'll be in bars or something as you make the rounds.
Being a taco proponent. I see.
You'll only work up to 20 hours per week from September through December, and you can do it remotely most of the time. You will have to travel to their headquarters in Maryland and other taco locations in the United States. When I read that, I think every place is a taco location. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Have you ever been
You're-
anywhere where there was a refusal to eat a taco?
No. And right. I mean, I feel like even in northern Canada, people are like, oh, hey, tacos. Yeah. Hey, I love those.
A taco.
It's good. There's good food.
Anyway, it looks to me like this job is mostly about social media, but you will be tasting and consulting on taco recipes, chatting with taco chefs.
Oh.
And this thing for a 4-month gig at 20 hours per week pays $100K.
And then if you knock it out of the park, I bet you could become the permanent taco relations person.
If you're into tacos and you're into the job I just described, go to McCormick.com. There are application details there. Sounds like a pretty nice gig.
It does. I'm thinking that there has to be an influencer out there on social media who's already like fully a taco person,
Right.
And this is going to be their job. That's a dream job for a taco enthusiast.
I'd agree.
100.
Did Richard Branson really go to space on? Oh, sorry. This is your nerd news. This
Okay,
is
all right.
nerd alert.
Nerd alert. Nerd alert.
Nerd alert.
Yeah.
Did Richard Branson really go to space on his space plane last weekend? NASA has said 50 miles up is enough, and he went slightly higher than that. But it's generally agreed that space starts around 62 miles up, so there's debate. Meanwhile,
Yeah, you gotta be out of the
Bezos,
atmosphere. Oh, what's he gonna do?
Bezos' rocket will hit that 62-mile mark, so there will be no debate. that he went to space. And they're doing that next Tuesday.
So exciting.
And now the oldest and youngest people ever will go to space, will be on board to go to space. 82-year-old Wally Funk was announced as a passenger last week, someone who trained and never got to go. And now an anonymous billionaire who was supposed to go on this flight backed out due to a scheduling conflict. So some other rich dude's 18-year-old son is going to space instead.
Oh. 18 is the youngest, huh?
So 18 and 82.
I love it.
Will get to go to space.
That's
you love that?
I do. I mean, I'm so into this. You know, I think that one of the problems with going to space is like the re-entry is the problem, you know, because the heat that gets built up from the friction. And so I wonder if they just skim along the outer atmosphere and come back in so that they don't have to worry about that. Like, is Jeff Bezos' rocket? I mean, obviously, he's got a team of engineers and he doesn't need my advice on this, but that's the thing, right? You start to get big speed as gravity's pulling you through the atmosphere, heating up.
I don't know, but I
wonder if that's why they just do those skim flights.
Of all the things that have come up in your mind, that's what you're thinking of. And I'm thinking, how's this 18-year-old kid? Is this a spoiled brat we're dealing with here? Or is this someone who's going to be... Because I like young people. I think they...
I'm scared of them.
It's nice to hear where they're coming from and what their thoughts are on things. But if this is like... If this is Veruca Salt, do you really want her on that flight? Daddy, I want it. Isn't that her?
That's her.
That's her. That was an awesome impression, by the way.
Well,
that was really good.
I hadn't prepped it, but...
And the Oscar goes to...
Thank you.
Off the cuff, man.
Yeah,
yeah, well, I mean, probably, and because I don't know what it costs, but I'm assuming millions of dollars to be on this inaugural Blue
I'm assuming
Origin.
hundreds of millions of dollars, not just millions.
I don't know how many millions. So first of all, someone has to be able to afford that, and this is a kid who's really, what can't he ask for? He's just asked for space, and Dad said yes.
Yeah, he's a billionaire's son, and he's getting to go to space on his 18th, I assume, birthday, but that's an assumption.
Maybe he'll be so inspired by this experience that he'll start his own. And then we'll have a third billionaire in the space race.
I hope that it's all good.
And his dad is like, well, at least the kid's busy doing something. At least he cares about something.
Our text number is 800-400-3697. 925 says, sorry, can't go to space. Forgot I have dinner plans that night. I know. Like, what did you... How are you too busy?
You're too scared. That's okay. It's fine.
That's what it comes down to, you think. Just like Ashton Kutcher's.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, my wife said no.
Your own spice mix is still better because those packets have preservatives. Yeah, I'm assuming that John does that for that reason, that he makes it fresh and he's looking after your health.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure that's what it is.
Damn you. Damn your fancy... What? Nob Hill and Whole Foods. Go to Cardenas for the best seasonings.
Oh.
It's a Mexican supermarket. It's like a whole chain. And they have... Yeah. It's really...
I don't have any near me. That's why I don't go there.
Oh, really?
I never even heard of Cardenas.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
it
where
used
you
to
guys
be
get
Pueblo and stuff. And so you can get anything like...
No, Nikki, as a person who has a taco or burrito every day...
I looked up the job. I think I might be interested.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, except we can't spare you, so no.
Sorry.
Sorry about it.
Can they do because I was thinking maybe I can pitch to them remote work. You know, we're here in California.
It says most of the work can be done remotely,
yeah,
so I think
I can do it here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe. All right, we'll let you know. Although, how could you say no? What is it? $120,000 for 4 months of work?
Yeah. Damn. You know, it sounds similar to me. Netflix has a series called The Taco Chronicles, and it explains every taco, like carne asada, carnitas, and like the origin of it, like where it started from, how it's marinated.
There are definite differences. If you're making a carne asada type meat taco, I only think you put some onions and some cilantro in there, and you don't you don't, and you make them little, like sort of street
Yeah.
taco shape. Mm-hmm. That's totally different from the ground beef taco where you fry up the shells and.
Yeah.
Vinny,
in
you're
my
sounding
mind.
more and more like an aficionado yourself. And you're the
Well,
guy who turned me onto the fish taco. Maybe you need to go for this job.
I don't really have any.
As long as
more
you can work in the
minutes.
morning. As long as you guys can work in the morning on this show and then go off and do your other job in the afternoon.
You know, after our 2:00, what did we call that thing?
Random hookup?
After our 2:00 random hookup, I almost had to call in sick today. It's just too much. I just can't add any more
Stop it.
stuff. It really is not an
You didn't have to
option.
leave the house. All you had to do was get a screwdriver and pound a door open. Come on.
Sarah was like, touch the link on that phone. You know that little thing, that little link? Press it. Is he on the Zoom right now? Where's he on right now?
Oh, and I guess you have one. You have a Carnitas on the 101, Vinny?
On 101.
By IKEA? Is that near you?
That's not near me, no. That's it. The IKEA is in Palo Alto.
So you passed this place then.
Centennial Steve says Watsonville.
Oh, we definitely have one in Watsonville, yes.
Okay.
But that is not, that's,
I have
anyway.
I don't know where any of that is, so.
Now, I do have that place where I got those absolutely incredible, why is the name escaping me right now? And I got them for you, Sarah, and you gave them to your kids.
Oh, the tamales.
The tamales. That place, I'm sure they have taco seasoning there,
and
but
I
it's
didn't
not.
give them to my kids. I put them in the fridge and they were gone.
Yeah, well, that's because they're delicious, and you slept on them. I follow a couple pharmacists and scientific researchers on TikTok, and they were excited to enroll their little kids in COVID vaccine trials. Seems like a specific type of adult willing to get their kids involved.
People who believe in science. Huh.
Yeah.
Science. Thank you, Thomas.
I'm confused. Sarah doesn't want Bryn to ride a motorcycle, but doesn't say anything about Vinny surfing with sharks. I don't surf with sharks.
I also
Sharks
do
are
say
in the-
do say stuff about it.
They
And she rides a
are in the
motorcycle now.
ocean.
No, I don't.
Wow, Willow Smith is good.
I know. Surprisingly. Good little
Good
tunes.
morning. Just came back from my first trip down the East Coast, 13 states in 12 days. But man, I wish I would have talked to Sarah and got some tips before I left. What kind of tips would you have for East Coast travel? I guess the
mean,
places to go?
Take the 95, I guess. I don't know.
That's all right.
If you want to get places fast.
On her worst day, Jennifer Garner's IQ is at least 3 times that of A-Rod. This is someone who does not think they are a good fit.
Oh, that's funny.
What are you saying about J-Lo?
Right.
A negative shark encounter insinuates there are positive shark encounters, says 408. Good point.
Well, the ones where the guy skips you, totally positive.
Right.
Oh, that shark just didn't like the look of me.
925 says, my darlings, I have an appointment with All Natural Stone on Monday. They support you. I support them. Sarah, I am nuts to go Sarah, am I nuts to go quartzite for an entire shower?
No. I think you got to do what makes your heart flutter. That's the thing about it. I mean, I'm ruined by the All Natural Stone, just by their Instagram. I haven't even gone in there. I'm like, oh man, every damn thing they put up there, I want.
You know what I never knew you could
60
do?
bathrooms.
So you put the tile up and you got grout, and in fact, I just recently had to, reseal the grout, and that's fine, and it looks great. But I never knew you could use an entire slab to do the shower.
Oh, sure.
Like have the slab be the walls of your shower. That's the move right there.
Well,
I think
there's
that
no
looks
grout except just in the corners and say
and
it does. It
and
looks
all
amazing.
of the slabs have incredible movement in them. It would look great, and you would never think about it again. You'd be done.
On that note, All Natural Stone, thanks for supporting the show, and thanks to everybody who supports them. We're going to take a quick break. When we come next hour, we've got trivia with V. Hale, and then, of course, at 10 o'clock, our secret show with V. Hale. It's a big deal. We'll be right back.
Sarah and Vinny.
All right, showtime. You ready?
Born ready.
Great. Did you bring the dongle?
What's a dongle?
Never mind. We'll just show them on your laptop.
I was supposed to bring my laptop?
Don't panic. You shared the presentation with me, right?
I forgot.
Well, if you log in, then we can...
My password. I was about to say I forgot my password.
You ordered the food through EasyCater, right?
Yes?
We'll be fine.
Food can make or break a presentation, so make sure you order at easycater.com. Individually packaged food delivered right on time. How? EasyCater.
Clean, safe, local. Your home for business is the Village of Bedford Park. Over 450 businesses strong and growing with a safe, reliable Lake Michigan water supply. Visit ceb0a2827ead451c9895ad67010beed4 and bring your business home to the Village of Bedford Park.